When your city looks like hell on the Easter weekend, who do you call?
Neon Tail.
So this is Neon Tail, and it feels like Jet Set Future meets...
Yeah.
It meets, what was I going to say?
Tony Hawk?
A little bit of Splatoon in there, and Tony Hawk, yeah. And it is in early access, and like, I was wondering, like, why is this game so janky?
But that's because it's early access.
Early access and only
Free people are making it.
Exactly, that's exactly. So today, Nick, I managed to dress Nick up as a Neon Tail.
Yeah. So, as a cat, because Tail, as old as time.
Yeah, well, the writing, I wrote down the writing, and you can tell it's early access because you did stop yourself, I think is actually a line in the game. So you could tell that they're really ironing out the dialogue, and then there was a guy like this that was like headbanging.
Yeah.
I think it's a funny game. Like, I don't view this as like a serious Tony Hawk contender, and I don't think it was designed to be. Like,
yeah, the way the
fact
controllers
that you're, like,
are
going up, like, there's no sense of real gravity.
Yeah, you just grind everywhere.
Like, you grind straight up. It's like woo, and like we went up into heaven, or like the atmosphere somewhere, and then we fell. And there were so many times we fell from like an insane height, and it's like, nah, don't worry about it. So, if you don't take this game seriously, you'll probably have a blast with it. I find it's really hard to connect combos. Maybe it's just me, but the controls are very strange. And that's what I think you can change it. I think when we loaded it up, it let us change it if we wanted to. Or am I thinking of a different game? But anyways, one button is forward momentum, one button is backward momentum. Then the joystick is like a camera.
Well, the right joystick. Yeah. The left joystick is used as more like a...
it's a really weird control
steering system,
and they purposely designed it to be way different than anything else, like that we mentioned earlier, like any of those games. But it was inspired by those games.
Yeah, do you think that this change in the system was necessary, though?
Like the control change? I think it's just really jarring, and I constantly kept trying to play it like... you know, Jet Set Radio, or like, I don't know, it sort of feels like it looks like Splatoon, so I was trying to play it kind of like Splatoon.
I don't know how you can mistake it for Splatoon.
I just felt it was like kind of...
Maybe
like
Crayola
Scoot.
Scoot?
Yeah, and like I realized it's an early access. I feel like most of the fun in the game right now is just to go around and just being a total like poop disturber. I mean, like, just cause havoc everywhere, because it's kind of a collectathon from what we saw, and then you collected most 70 of the glowing balls or whatever those were.
Yeah, and I decided to stop when I was free short and I couldn't be bothered to check the entire city again just to find them.
I feel it's great to see more games in this kind of genre. I just feel like right now it's at least 6 months to a year minimum. They gotta fix the controls, because I just find it like the way I don't think like one button's to go forward, one to go back, and then one button to spin. So if you're constantly moving and you have this crazy momentum, the only way for you to like slow down, other than like trying to go backwards with the other button, is to turn. And I'm not sure if that's necessarily a good design decision. Like, it makes the game really hard to... And as I said, you can't combine combos, so if it is supposed to be like Tony Hawk, right now it's really hard. And I heard they're going to redesign like the landscape with like the levels, like redo the levels, but they keep postponing it apparently. So for $15, I feel like this game isn't quite worth the $15 right now.
Nah.
Like, it's entertaining, but it's entertaining not because of the game, just because like
of the physics.
Going around, like the lack of physics, and like you can like fly in the air and grind in the air like Superman, or it's not. I don't think it's like a total like write-off. I just feel like right now it belongs to be like a $5 game. Like maybe one day, like We Happy Few, I bought in when it was like what, $30 or $40 years ago,
and then it went
up to $80. So like Well, they did improve it and extra chapters, but I feel like this game, like, there's no guarantee that $15 investment
Is
pay
enough.
off.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to support, indie developers, I mean, $15 right there. But I mean, is it really worth the price for a Tony
What
Hawk
it is
game
right now.
with completely? It's like if you're playing Tony Hawk and there's an alternate control system that nobody likes, and then they force you to use it.
Yeah, because after we played the game, I was like, am I, is this something that only bothers me, or is it also something that bothers a lot of other people? And apparently, like, that's the first thing everyone says. Like, it's almost, they don't say almost unplayable, but it's really hard. You're, like, fighting the controls. And
And there's no real way to figure out how to do combos. At least with Tony Hawk, you can
sort of
you can
learn
do
the
the
tutorial and they tell
combos
you.
like some. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I think I played some game where it's like your combos are as easy as like pressing a button when you're in the middle of the air and then like
Yeah.
turning around and all that.
Well, Tony Hawk is pretty straightforward, but here it's like they don't tell you like what you can do other than what's in the first tutorial. So
Yeah,
if
and
there's
they're
anything
and I think
else-
they're also trying to do like some sort of like open world choices matter RPG where it's like
yeah, it sort of feels like that
because
too.
at the beginning you have to choose between this one guy or this one girl, and choosing the girl results in you having to go up to the guy and say sorry, you're just gonna hold me back, and you
Yeah.
just completely cucked the guy.
Yeah, it's a guy cucking simulator almost.
Yeah, like
I just feel like what's there, it's okay.
well,
but it's
whenever
not
you
worth
shut
the
down
15.
a male romantic love interest, that's always a cuck. Sorry.
You go for the cuck or you go for the girl. Like, who do you go for?
You either simp in or you simp out.
Yeah. But I think, like, the levels look kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of Mega Man Legends. Like, the environments feel like Mega
Oh,
Man
I kind of
Legends
see
to
what
me.
you're talking about,
Yeah, it kind of feels like
but
that.
no,
too.
it kind of feels more like Jet Set Radio for me.
Yeah.
Without the graffiti or the police.
Yeah. It's got a similar style, but that's about it.
Yeah. My final rating on this, I can't give it higher than a 7.
I'm feeling like a 5 or a 6 right now. It's playable, but it's not like it's
Like,
not super,
It's
super
fun. I like
It's
playing
funny,
around with it.
I don't find it as
but
fun.
it's not like
Yeah.
it doesn't hook me in like Rain Island.
Yeah. I feel like it needs. Yeah, it definitely needs more polish right now. And I know it's in early access, but
I mean,
until
that's
they
why I'm
polish
giving it a 7. There's hope for this yet.
Yeah, there's hope that everyone one day can have a neon tail.
Like
Like
me.
you. Like me.
Keep on
Exactly.
tailing.
Okay,
I'm
let's
just gonna keep
hightail out of
twerking
here.
I'm just gonna keep twerking.
Keep it moist.
Keep twerking, people. You're gonna get cringe. Or gonna lose subscriber.
Subscribers cringe. See ya.